Hi, I'm Arielle Davis with Focus Black Oklahoma for KWGS Public Radio Tulsa. I am here with Risha Grant, who is an international business owner and motivational speaker. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We sort of know each other. So, Risha.
Yes.
I'm just going to dive straight in. COVID has happened.
Right.
And it's affecting Black business owners. Do you think, especially since you work in diversity and inclusion, do you think that there's going to be a disparity in how it impacts Black businesses versus everyone else?
There's been a disparity since I've been in business for 25 years. So something like COVID is only going to make that gap wider. It's going to be, I think it's going to be devastating to Black business. I mean, we have already had the hardest time getting loans, securing any type of capital. Typically that money comes from family and friends. Well, now those same family and friends are dealing with COVID as well. So they won't have the investment dollars that they had before. We typically don't deal with banks because banks don't deal with us. So now we've got to learn how to navigate all that so we can go after this money.
Okay, so Risha, you've been in business for over 25 years.
Yes,
and I'm sure in that time there has been lots of challenges, setbacks, upsets, things that you didn't expect. Probably nothing quite like COVID-19.
Okay.
This is unprecedented. But could you just tell us maybe some of the lessons that you learned or how you dealt with that over the years?
Yeah, and first I want to share, she said 25 years. I was a baby in the game, y'all. Okay. This year it's COVID, and COVID obviously is unprecedented. But for a small business owner and for a Black small business owner, there are so many challenges. It was the recession, it's capital, it's access to clients, it's marketing dollars. I mean, there's going to be something every 6 months that you're going to be up against. You're going to have to figure out how to get around it, and COVID is no different. How can you still make money in this type of environment? What does that look like? If you didn't understand marketing before, it's going to be hell to understand it now. So those things where you're weak, you have to shore those things up. And I tell anybody, the key to me getting over any challenge that I've had in 25 years has been building a relationship. When you build a relationship, people trust you. They know that you're going to be around. If you say you're going to do something, make sure that you follow through on that. Because when I have had challenges in the past, I've been able to go to those people, lenders, and say, you know what, this is what's going on. I'm having this challenge. And the response was, Risha, don't worry about us. You don't have to worry about us. We know you're not going anywhere. So deal with everybody else, come back. When everybody says that to you, you know you've done something right. So I encourage people as much, and I don't understand why Black people say this to me, but I don't like networking. Then you don't like business.
Yes, I think it's sometimes, okay, well, let me ask this question. Do you think that when it comes to networking as a Black business, that it's different, or it may feel different, or the experience may be different than it is for a Black business, in that, a lot of the times you're going to have to go into predominantly white spaces? So.
Yes, get over it. Yes, you are. There were so many times I was the only Black person in the room, 300 or 400 other people, and nobody came up to me and made me feel comfortable. And that used to bother me. I mean, I'm like, I'm not going to another one. Well, how am I going to get business? So I had to get over myself in order for them to get over themselves. And I know Black people I'm sick of that. Okay, me too. But guess what? I'm sick of it on my way to the bank. So you need to decide what it is you want to do. You cannot, and I know I'm going to get backlash for this, but you can't survive on Black dollars alone. If you have, let me know. Because it just doesn't work like that. It's just like I tell audiences all the time, going after only white dollars, you can't even survive on that anymore. The world is global. It's multicultural. You need to go after all those dollars. So when you go into a place and you're the only Black person, you need to start talking to people. You need to see how you can create some type of commonality. And that's what I had to do. You can be sick of it all you want, but if you're sick of it, you probably need to do something else.
So kind of just going back, pivoting back to COVID-19, what are you hoping to see come out of this in terms of Black businesses? Obviously, it's a challenge. There are going to be lots of people who are losing things that they have worked very hard for. Mm-hmm. Where do we go from here?
We build a relationship. It's time for us to learn how to access money. It's time to learn how to write a business plan, to go after the loans. I mean, but I'll say because of COVID, all of the things that you had to have before to get a loan, those things have been relaxed. They're not asking for business plans. They're not asking for collateral. They're not asking that you sign over your firstborn anymore, right? They're only asking that you have a business, that there are utilities, there's mortgages, there's payroll. If you can prove that, you can go out and get a loan. Now, I will say this, white folks are having problems getting these loans right now. So the fact that we don't have relationships, because let's be real, people that have relationships with banks are probably in a better position than people who don't. I realize even as a Black woman, I have some privilege in the sense that I can call some banks that I've known and done business with for many years and probably rise to the top of the list. It's not fair, it's not right, but again, it is, we know Risha, she's not going anywhere. We trust that she's going to pay this loan back, or that she's going to work very hard to pay that loan back. So it's time for us to step it up. And this is the opportunity to go out and get some money that they're gonna forgive most of that money. So it's like getting a grant, and then we need to go after it. So then, because I don't want us to not go after it and then say it wasn't there. Let's go after it and then have a reason to come back and let them know it wasn't there.
Okay. Tell people where they can find your work if they want to get in touch with you. What are your social media platforms? What's your website?
Everything is Risha Grant. That's RISHAGRANT.com. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, it's all Risha Grant. You can find me there.
I'm Arielle Davis with Focus Black Oklahoma.